Bonsoir, mes amis. Grüße, meine Freunde. Hello, my friends. This is Enzo again of the Alliance for Loki. So tonight we just want to do some arena. I want to open my map 7 crystals and maybe do a little bit of uncollected. But first, let me just go pop in a chat into the link into the For Loki chat, just so they know I'm on, and then we will start playing the game. So I haven't been on for a couple of days, just been really busy work. In fact, I was working all night tonight and just finished about 15-20 minutes ago. Figured I'd spend an hour before I went to sleep and yeah, just do a little work in the game. So not too much going on other than, you know, we have an easy war this week, or this day, so the Alliance didn't place anything. First, let's play the crystal. No, let's play the help game. That's first. Oops, how come I can't go back here? So we're gonna see how many helps we can do in the Alliance chat. So what do I have? 1,120. So let's see how many of these we can do. So Matt's one of the 5-star Corvus Glaive crystal. I think there's 3 people who don't have them in our Alliance. What if there's one of them? The odds are not, but they. So here we go. Help, we are pushing. So usually I'd say my average is around 500, but lately the help button seems to be working a little better, and I feel like I had maybe an 800 one the other day. So we'll see. Let's see if we can do over 1,000. It might take forever, but I'm still going. Okay. What would 1,000 be? So 4 is 25 times you push it for every 100, and so 1,000 would be 250 times we have to push this button. Sounds like a lot. So okay, we'll see. I can't imagine we'll get that close, but we might. Other than that, yeah, I mean, just starting the Doctor Strange arena. Hello Ricochet, good evening to you. I saw you earlier today on Lord Shadow's stream. Just pushing the help button, see if I can get over 1,000 cleared. So we're at, I don't know what we're at, but I calculated it'd take 250 times pushing this button to get to 1,000. So I wouldn't mind doing some more uncollected. I started the very first chapter, and yeah, it's easy, the first chapter. I'm trying to play Ghost a lot because I want to do a Legends run for 6.2, and so I think I have to get better at playing Ghosts. I'm going to use her for majority of the quest. I was watching Seaton's videos on how to fight Namor and Invisible Woman. I must say, Seaton does a really good job with his videos. I'm very impressed by them, and they have lots of really good helpful information. So yeah, they helped a lot to watch. Help all, I know Kabam once said though that if they did the help all, it would like absolutely break the servers, and this was the only way to like do it at a reasonable rate. It's sort of a strange part of the game, to be honest. I mean, it gives you your 1,000 loyalty, which is pretty important. It's too bad they wouldn't give you basically unlimited loyalty, or maybe raise the cap up. I mean, loyalty, you know, I've always sort of hover around the same amount of loyalty just because, you know, I like to buy boosts and things like that. So I'm always right around 200, 250,000, 300,000. Of course, I pay my donations every week, and that takes a fair bit of my loyalty. It takes 50,000 there. So what I gain from wars, I mean, I think I'm a little bit on the positive side, but not too much. And then also, if I'm actually in wars and use boosts a couple of times, especially the gray boosts, then of course start going into deficit and losing loyalty. It's just such a scary resource because I mean there's so little ways you can get it. Hypnotic watching this, I can imagine. I'd win boring stream of the year. So far though, it hasn't stopped. I'm impressed. We'll see. So we had, I know Panaman Pete got the 5-star Obsidian, not Obsidian, who is this guy? Ebony Maul. I sort of wanted to go for the 4-star, but I've just been too busy to grind a lot. I did grind enough to get 13 million in the 5-star arena, so I got my 2,000 shards. And that's sort of what I'm thinking about for Doctor Strange. I would like to go for him. Oh wow, holy smokes. Yep, so it was 1,120. So I think I did it. 1,120. So I think we have enough energy to just go do a quest in here. So let's go into uncollected. We'll do this for a little bit, do some arena, and then open up my map 7 crystals just to see what I get. So okay, done all of. How does it work? So this is chapter 1, and what do you call these individual ones? Chapter 1, so it's like 1.1, this is 1.2. What does the 0.2 mean? Is that I don't know the destination of the 0.2. So if you have act, chapter, the smaller pieces. Thank you very much. That was that was always good. That might be a record. Over 1,000. 1,120. But we'll see. Okay, let's see. Well, so we want to take in Ghost because we want to practice with her. So grab Ghost and just grab her synergy team. Let's just straight up get everyone. And then just for fun, I've also grabbed Cole just to use him a little bit. I didn't realize how unbelievably powerful he gets when he has his route on. Oh my god! I mean that little extra. Oh, Luke Cage. That's true. You know what I've been doing for that Ricochet? Just because it's just much easier this way. Is I just go to Realm of Legends and I grab my 5-star Luke Cage and I did this with Thing and just roll over the content there. You know, for 1 or 2 energy refills, I get like 1.5 million points, and so. You know, while this is reasonable content to play and to test my skill with Ghost, I'd rather do that. Just gives me a chance to fight some champions that actually have a little bit of fight behind them. So what's this node? Breakthrough. Okay. Always a good node. No. So I pulled a 6-star Wasp. I'm not sure if you're on the stream when I did that, but she's unduped. It's so funny playing with an unduped watch. I always forget at the very beginning. Whoops, didn't want to get the 5 hit, but it's alright. Of the stream, and I'm always scared I won't be able to do this last. I gotta learn how to better judge how long I can hold it for as far as like specials go. But not so bad. So if I could play like that all the time, I'd be pretty happy. I feel like that's it's better than average. Ghost is super fun, I've decided. You know, for a long time I didn't play her at all. I just didn't think I'd like the style. And still I'd say a pretty average or below average Ghost player, but at least, I don't know, the more I play her, just the more I like it. It's just an interesting style. Very high risk though. I mean, the fact that you're sort of always just sitting there letting him hit you always is a little bit unnerving. Because whoa, like right there. What happened? Oh, that's right, because she's metal. See, it's easy to forget about things. So, let's see if we can. Does this mean I might not? Yeah, I thought maybe I wouldn't phase and get on my criticals, but that won't work pretty well. She is an absolute cheat code in this game too. So I used her in the dungeons, the last round of dungeons. I was just experimenting. I was really worried, just because I hadn't played her much, and I was playing with Doc. I can't remember the rest of his name, former 4Loki member, but he just has a reputation of being a really good player. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to go with my Ghost and do terribly. So I was really nervous. I wasn't playing very well. And you know, dungeons, they ramp up pretty quick. So I was worried that you know, I would just get killed easily by her. But you know, this is perfect. Special. And man, the damage she puts out, with her unblockable special, it's just so big. I mean, she just eats through some of the content. So, you know, I'll be playing even in like room 4 or 5, and is it 1 special 2 or maybe 2 special 2s? It didn't matter who I was facing, it killed him. I mean, I guess if they had something like Rage as a node, you'd be in trouble. But yeah, she is just crazily powerful. I guess I never appreciated it. I mean, Corvus, I know, is really powerful, but you know, even he has limitations. He just doesn't seem encumbered by those. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of specific champions that are geared towards stopping her now, like, what's his name? Dr. Sinister, Mr. Sinister. and a few others, but for the most part, yeah, she just seems pretty ridiculously powerful. Like that. I know these champions I'm facing aren't too strong. Oh, you have her in 6-star? Oh man, I know, I'm so happy to get her as a 6-star. You know, I don't think I'm going to do anything for a long time, really not until we have rank 3s, just because I have this rank 5 ghost, so there's no need to have a rank 2 undupe ghost, but eventually when I get her as a, when we get rank 3s, I'll be incredibly happy to have her. Though by that time, there might not be, I mean, she might have too many counters, and she might not be that good anymore. Oh, it's funny, you don't have her as a 5-star yet. It happens for a couple of my characters. Well, like a couple of my characters, like Domino I have, and same with Cold Obsidian, I have both as 5 stars and 6 stars, and those I'm sort of looking towards the 6 stars, so I'm not putting any resources in my 5 stars. No, Cole really seems to need the dupe. So maybe for Neymar, I might open up a bunch of crystals. So if I do, maybe as a side benefit, I'll get Cole Obsidian as a 6-star and dupe him. I'm also going to open up another feature 6-star too. I got Nick Fury last time, and so if I could pull yeah, him out of that, that'd be amazing. But yeah, he seems to be really good with his dupe. With his dupe I think is pretty significant, because the fact that you can use that route over and over again is so powerful. See, here we go. So this is not a great matchup for Ghost. Let's try this guy. Okay, yeah, that's smart, Ricochet. Yeah, for the longest time I just really ignored her. I actually pulled her from as a 5-star pretty early on when she entered the basic. I'm supposed to use my heavy. Totally screwed that up. Let's try it again. Let's get the heavy. Oops. Oh man, this is going ugly. Let's learn how to use this guy. Actually, I need to just learn how to fight. Okay, there's the heavy. Now let's go into a route. Backwards. Oh, I forgot these. See, look at that extra damage. That's crazy of this route. Oh man, yeah, he's pretty sick. And the cool thing about him is he can just get so many missions so quick. I should have gotten hit, because I would have been able to get a double mission for the 95% and keeping your combo. But it's still, yeah, Cole is pretty sick. Though I feel like, with all the hype, I've just not seen any gameplay with him. Maybe there's hasn't been enough wars yet or anything like that, but you just would think there'd be people posting, oh, look at Cool Obsidian, but you know, I still don't feel like I've seen that much, so I sort of wonder if he's going to live up to the hype he had. 7, a lot of things. Champion Boost, Debilitate, Electronic, Fluctuations, Defensive, I hate defensive, AMP, but it's so hard to read. I remember that from an old Tron, I think. Defend against overclock charge max. Okay, Rolling Thunder, stop for all those things. Too much to figure out. We'll just play and see what happens. The defensive might be annoying. Let's see what it goes. He is defensive, but not defensive enough. Okay. So far, so good. I don't know if it's really correct. I sort of like baiting their attack. Like I sort of just pause a second before I go back in phase. Oops, didn't do a very good job on that one. Time for special 2. Yep. And there we go. Boy, so big, so big. She's crazy. I don't know why I ever thought that she wasn't that good a champion. I mean, it's true. There is a different playstyle, but it's not that hard to learn. And I mean, once you have it, you just eat things alive. Crazy. So we completed this. Get some nice shards. Everybody wants 6-star shards. Can't wait to my next feature crystal. So nerve-wracking, but I'm doing a pretty good job of getting shards, and I think by the time I complete Act 6, because I have 10,000 6-star shards there, I'll have another crystal. I'm hopeful July 4th we'll have a bunch of 6-star crystals in them enough, so, you know, what is there? Let's go look real quick. Open crystals. Was there like 65 days, 2 months in this featured 6-star? That's 67 days. So I'm pretty sure I'll be open at least 2 more. I'm hoping like 3 more or 4 more. Especially if I go pretty big for the crystals for Neymar Invisible Woman. You know, that's just a lot of extra shards too as well. So So if I do that, then yeah, I can imagine it's at least 2, probably 3, maybe 4 or 5 seems like way too much. I'd have to be opening a lot of crystals. I am though planning on doing a pretty big crystal opening for Neymar. It's you know, there's all this pre-hype, and now that sort of uncollected has dropped and watching people go through it, all of a sudden I feel like the hype has died down a lot. I mean, maybe he's a great attacker, but I'm a little suspect he might be like Cold Obsidian, and so a really good attacker, like, you know, way above average, but we have so many good attackers already that he really has to bring something unique. I mean, it's cool the way he shrugs off the thorns. That's pretty unique, so that might be the angle. But still, even with that, I'm not quite sure if he's going to have enough utility. I mean, because again, it's like, if you have so many characters with big damage, well, I guess the prestige, I forget about that. I guess the prestige is so high that a lot of people probably will take him up to max just because of the crazy prestige. And so fair enough, I mean, that's a good reason to do it. So I really want him, so again, I'm thinking I will go for him as a in the crystals and just see if I can pull him that way. Like, the grind seems too much. Like, you know, to grind it takes an unbelievable amount of time, and probably like 3 or 4 Odins. I mean, unless you can dedicate like 3 solid days. Like, maybe with my roster I can put up 50 million without refreshes. And that's like with a crazy grind, like doing everything perfectly, grinding all my 4 stars and 5 stars all the time, being right on schedule. And then, so it'd take me, I would put up 80 million if I was going for him, so that'd be 3 Odins. And so I'd rather, you know, suppose all that time and effort, and, you know, of course it's always scary then because you may not get him. Imagine if he went for like 81 million. And so, you know, maybe I'll open like, you know, 500 crystals instead, or not 500 crystals, 50 crystals instead, and see if I can get him that way as a 5-star. I think it's about a 50% chance, I think, if I remember right. But so, because you get a lot of shards for that, I mean, the money isn't that different between grinding. It's of course a lot less time. And yeah, so you get tons of 5 stars, chance to get 6 stars, all the shards you get from it. So to me, that's, in some ways, it's better value. I mean, it's a little bit of prioritizing money over time. But I think it would be, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So, and I might do the same for Invisible Woman too. She looks really awesome as well. Actually, in some ways, I like her a little better. I like Namor just because he's a good attacker, and I'm thinking about prestige. So I have enough materials to rank 5 my next champion. And it will probably be Namor, I guess. The only problem that I have right now is I really want a prestige rank up. And I have enough Sig Stones in Cosmic and Generic to get close to 200. And the one character I want to do that with is Phoenix. And it's sort of ironic that KT just put out a Phoenix video. And so I would honestly take her up to rank 5. I liked her. I think she's a cool champion. I know she's not that great, but super high prestige, everything you want in a prestige rank up, basically, like fun to play and lots of prestige. But I'd have to use my generic awakening gem on her if I wanted to rank her up. No, yeah, I'm just not ready to do that. I mean, I'm sort of debating it, but not really. It's a lot to use that gem on. So I am a little bit hopeful because when the dungeons start up again, there is a dungeon crystal she's in. It's actually the one I really want because there's also Black Widow where I really want too. And so, I mean, if I get unbelievably lucky and pull Phoenix, that would be amazing. And then I would take her up to rank 5. And plus the plus 20 would, I think, get me pretty close, if not make it to Sig 200. And then, trying to think what else. You know, maybe if I open up a bunch of crystals for Namor and Invisible Woman, you know, there's a good chance that I'll get her just as a 5-star that pops out. Again, there's so many 5 stars, it's highly unlikely to get any one champion, but, you know, if I do 50 crystals and, you know, what are you supposed to get, like 1 or 2 per batch of 10, so say that's 7 or 8, you know, maybe 10% chance I get her, probably a little less, but still. So it's a chance to get her then, so yeah, that's sort of the plan. So I want to really try to get her duped somehow. Saying that Ruiz had more cleavage than most girls. Or hey, it's funny. I'm not a really huge boxer fan, but I did look at the highlights of that fight. You know, I think there's a lot of, of what's the word? I think people underestimate, like, just because your body looks a certain way, that means something. Like, I was a runner for a long time, and I was relatively decent, but I mean, I don't look like a runner at all. I'm sort of like stocky and big, and you know, I'm not like super skinny, but man, I would routinely put up huge, well, not huge times, fast times against runners who looked much more like runner-like than me. And so I think it's the same thing in every sport. I mean, you know, there's people who look the part, but I don't think looking the part necessarily means that you are like, you know, better than people with a different body type. So now, it's I assume Andrew Ruiz. He's the one who just won the what you call it, the boxing match against Anthony Johnson. And you know, that type of sport too. It's like, you know, again, I don't watch it a lot, so I would not say I really know it too well, but you know, all those sports, it doesn't take much to totally win a fight. I mean, you get hit once in the wrong way, and that's the end of you. So yeah, you know, it's interesting. Boy, those sports are just absolutely brutal. I can't imagine like doing like fighting or the Ultimate Fighting Championship style. I mean, they're just like, yeah, I mean, those are sick athletes, and just the punishment they take. I mean, especially just to get to that level, just even training wise. I mean, you always hear about them hurting themselves in training. I can understand why. You just got to be so aggressive in training. Oh, she special threes, but that'll be the end. Oh no, I missed it. Oh no, I didn't. Oh man, I'm still in bad shape. No, I was lucky, so lucky. No, it's you know, I don't know, pretty cool that he won. He was such an underdog. You know, I guess there's always the most dangerous people to fight. Is the ones who you probably take a little bit for granted, or you think they're going to be an easy win. But that's about the extent of my boxing knowledge, what I've said right there. Oh, Iceman. It is. Not that your cold snap would hurt me. Yeah, I'm in Infinity War. He's like one of my few defensive rank 5s. I really like him. He's actually pretty fun to play. Like, of all the rank 5s for the defense, I'm glad I've done it. It's definitely been him. Like, I don't particularly like what's his name? Core. I mean, he's a great defender. He's not so much fun to play. Domino I really like. I'm not really sold on her playing style. I have my 6-star. I guess if I do Tura, I'd have to strongly think about taking her to rank 2 just because she's so cool. I a little bit believe what Brian Grant says, that he's going to just continue to focus on his 5-stars. I'm like that too. I don't think there's any reason to use so much extra material on a 5-star. Let's see, I recently got Diablo ranked for him. I don't know if there's any good node, to be honest, Jorge. Let me take a drink of water real quick. My throat's a little dry. I'm trying to think where we saw him in War. So we saw him once. It's like it's on a path 2, right before the fight before the mini. I don't think he was there anything other than a diversity play. He just really isn't that good. I mean, he's good for diversity. He's good because maybe you'll catch him by surprise, but the problem is his specials are really easy to dodge. So even if his special 1 or special 2 is unblockable, super easy to dodge. You know, his mechanics are totally offensive suited, just the way he does potions and things like that. So, I mean, since you don't have any control over them in the defense, yeah, I really don't think he has. I think he's really below average for defensive value, to be honest, Jorge. But again, who knows? You might catch someone by surprise if you place him. Just they see Mystic. The other things too is everyone instantly knows who it is because he's like the only Mystic with 16 persistent charges, so that makes him incredibly easy to identify. So it's not like you're even gonna catch anyone by surprise as well. So yeah, he's just a terrible character all around. You know, I talk about the triple threat. So the characters who are triple threats are those who are good prestige, good attackers, and good defenders. And so like Domino's, I think they, well, actually not Domino, she doesn't have good prestige. Here's the classic example, maybe Thing. I would say Thing is a really good example of a triple threat. I mean, amazing prestige, really very good. I mean, not amazing as an attacker, but you know, probably above average, and an amazing defender. So Diablo is like the antithesis of the triple defense. So terrible. Well, actually, well, he is one of the three. So I guess not totally the antithesis. I don't know what you'd call the opposite of the triple threat. The triple benign, maybe? I don't know if that's the right word. But he's definitely double benign with his attack and defense. Does have great prestige, and in this game, the way Mystic Stones are piling up because we don't have any Mystics. Let's see. Sorry, I'll read your comment in a second. Just take care of Corvus here. Yeah, I'm really excited to fight Neymar actually uncollected. I'm still trying to get my Legends title, so I'll probably go for a Legends run in this event. I still somewhat blame my device, my iPad. I just don't think it's fast enough when it comes to loading screens. Let's see, I also have rank 4 5-star Electro. My alliance saying he won't. When I try to place him, he's great poison damage. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So yeah, again, I don't do a lot of the placements. I don't do any of the placements for Loki. There is one node I hear he's really good at because he could catch Ghost by surprise. Let's go look at War real quick and see. I think I know which one it is that I see him get placed on. This is too much summer advancement, I think. Let's see. Continue. Yeah, there's some place I know that he will absolutely wreck Ghost. I think that's sort of key. Just keep on moving this guy. Trying to win the MVP by getting all the movements I can. I feel like it's one of these nodes right here. Let's get the numbers up. So I think it's either 35, 37. So I can't remember what the things are on there, but maybe it's the one with the one where I can't remember what the name of it is, but you don't do any damage except for your special attack. Maybe it's not that one. It might be because your special attack does so much damage and gets reflected. Something like that. I think it's a good ghost trap, I think. So it's 35 or 37, I believe. And then if someone goes in there with Ghost or Corvus, I think, it can do a lot of damage, maybe even kill them. So that's what I think, Jorge. But again, I'm not particularly good at defensive placements, so I'll let you know if I find out a better one. Hey DJ, good to see you again, Digby. Welcome to the stream. I saw you also on Lord Shadows tonight. Always good to be hanging out with Lord Shadows. See how we did in Summer Appreciation. We were 12th. We're usually around that. So get some nice rewards. It's funny the way the milestone rewards are so good. I mean, these are great milestone rewards. Let's claim those, especially those 2 revives. Always useful. And then 12th. You'd think it'd just be so much better. You'd think it'd be better than the milestone rewards, but it's not. Off we go. Wish I had enough shards to open a 5-star, but I don't. Let me just finish up Arena, then we'll open up the map 4 crystals, the map 7 crystals. Let's see. You have a 4-star to open. Nice, DJ. Tell me who you want. Ghost. Trying to think. Doc Ock, dupe. Get him up higher SIGs. I like that you're talking about making a Doc Ock video. It's funny, I was playing him today in Arena because I have him as a 6-star, and I was going against someone and I was absolutely power locking him all the time, which was amazing. And I was still, like Lord Shadow says, I don't really know how to play him that well, so that's sort of luck I was doing the power locks. But man, he's great. Hyperion duped, not bad. If it's your first time dupe, that's amazing. I remember when Hyperion first came out, he came out during an event quest. And boy, I wasn't playing that well at the time, and trying to fight him when he was, when we gained all that power, oh, that's just a nightmare. I don't know if I was really good about baiting specials at that point in my MCUC career, and I think I remember just absolutely struggling against him in the event quest, because like Masters was really hard for me, and he would like absolutely wreck me. Oh, that's funny. I tried to throw my special just on the killer. Oh, and then I threw it, forgetting that. Oh, I was lucky, forgetting that I couldn't phase. How's it been in a top alliance? Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the stream too. You know, to be honest, Jorge, this is the second like master level alliance I've been in. it's great. I mean, you definitely have to be able to fit your life around the game, which, you know, so I'm pretty lucky. I have not much not much obligations, you know, in life. I don't have a family, you know. My girlfriend is able to live with me playing this game a fair bit, and so that's hugely important. Um, and yeah, it works, but you know, it's like at work, I definitely am looking at line chat to see when I can move. Hey, Arrow, welcome to the stream, and and having to keep track of that. Probably no worse if you're in a lot of alliances, though. It's there is a lot of pressure, but for Loki's super cool. Like, no one puts crazy pressure. I mean, you know, if I died every war, I probably would get the boots, and you know, I would deserve it because you do have to be able to play well. But on the other hand, I mean, if you like die in war, it's fine. I mean, they're not. No one gets upset. I mean, maybe there's some funny things, like, you know, we had people die to a lecture one war, and you know, he gets made fun of for a month. But yeah, it's really cool, Jorge. Actually, I feel like in some ways it's better because I was sort of in like a relatively high alliance before I made it into sort of the master's level, and I actually find there was more stress there because, like, most people, maybe like 25 people, were on the same page, but there were a few who weren't, and then, you know, that would create a lot of tension, and the leaders, I think, were under a lot more pressure. So they were actually, I think, in some ways, not meaner is the word I wouldn't use, but I mean, they were just more like, you got to do this, just more like, just more demanding in some ways. Hello, Architect Best 862. Welcome to my stream. I don't know if I've seen you here before, but I think it's yeah, I think it's great if you've come in here to join. We're just doing some arena. We'll open some map 7 crystals after I've gone for my 4 and 5 stars. And I've just lost my feed. Okay, hang on, let me get that back. This happens when what you call it, the architect, sorry, Archie. I was reading it quick as I was playing. It looked like architect. Let me sorry, get the B right back. I actually got a better screen. Yes, try this like and subscribe stream as I restart my reflector. And they need me on their team. Was this annoying? England just got out of the cup. Was this cricket or baseball? Architecture dream job, nice. Everyone I knew who studied architecture was always incredibly stressed out all the time. It seems like it was just crazy amounts of work. Ah, Daniel, it's your birthday. That's awesome. Happy birthday, man. Bon anniversaire, as we say, or Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Geburtstag, if you want the German version. I'll leave it to German to make it a horrendous saying. Let's see, I was in Alliance and would control my roster rank ups. Yes, oh man, I've been in those, Jorge. My first Alliance is actually a really fun Alliance, but they absolutely were like, we need your password. And I kept on saying, no way am I giving you my password. I was like, this was way before, like, you know, it was sort of like everyone did it back then. This is way before seasons. And so it was, yeah, I mean, they would always say, well, yeah, but even then I was like, no, I could sense that giving out my password would be a terrible thing to do. I was like, you know, I've put in all this time and money into my account. I'm not going to give someone else my password. That is crazy. And the same thing too. They, you know, they would get on me because sometimes I'd be late placing things, but, you know, I found with like for Loki, we're really good about working around schedule. Like, they know I'm in Europe, and so they don't put me on like lanes in war or in Alliance Quest where, you know, where of course I'd be asleep while they're trying to make moves. So, you know, it's yeah, I don't know. It's actually for Loki, and it's been the most mellow alliance I've been in. I mean, you know, their old motto was laid back, not lazy, and that's exactly right. I mean, everyone plays really hard, is good players, you know, is on the game. Like, we almost always finish Alliance Quest with like 2 or 3 hours left. And just that everyone's committed. Everyone's committed at the perfect level, and that's what makes it work. Your dream job is working at Kabam. Hashtag joking. It might be pretty fun. I don't know. I can't imagine what it's like. It's probably, like most of these things, incredibly boring. You're probably just typing code all day, or But it, you probably could use your graphic art skill. I mean, someone has designed like the background of this game right here, and like the new loading screens each month. That'd be an awesome job actually, just making cool pictures. Just got 5-star magic. Oh, nice. I love her, Archie. I mean, she was actually a relatively recent 5-star. I know she's like a 2016 champion, but I just like her so much. I think she's just an incredible character. I mean, so unique between her power control and her little interesting regen, and especially when you run suicides and ramp up her what is it, the recoil all the way up to 3, because recoil fits in perfectly with her limbo, and so you launch your special 2 and you take all this recoil damage, but then you actually regenerate more because you got the plus 15%, so it's crazy. I watched B-Man is the one who showed me this, and I watched him just like absolutely heal up his magic even with suicides on. Just so much regen from the recoil. It's really, really cool. So if you can figure out how to play her with that, I think she can be a crazily good champion. I used her in Alliance Quest this week just because it was plus 40% for magic users. Are you in the USA? Other place in the universe? No, I'm actually in Switzerland, Jorge. So I'm half Swiss, half American. I've lived here in Switzerland now 10 years and will be here for the rest of my life. I grew up mostly in the United States, though, so I have a very American voice, and I did learn German when I was young, but I didn't learn it as a mother tongue. I sort of learned it. I mean, it's important for me to speak it just because it's part of my heritage, but I would say I'm a pretty average German speaker, and now I live in the French part of Switzerland, and so I'm trying to speak French. I would say my French is definitely worse than my German, but I can speak it all right. So, yep, like many people in this world, I'm very, very mixed these days, very global, I guess. Yeah, Archie, check out the recoil. It's pretty crazy. Like, you never think you'd ever put 3 recoil, but for her, it works really well. And yeah, it's a pretty cool effect when she just all of a sudden you take was it 3? I think it's 10%. Yeah, it's like 5, 7.5, 10%. So 10% on a 35,000 hit point character is like 3,000, but then you regen like 3,700. Pretty nice. There's Korg, one of my least favorite characters. Such a good defender, but it's such a bad attacker. I have him as a 6-star too. Not very excited about him. He's one of those rank ups where, again, good prestige. We really want to get a prestige rank up, but it has to be 10.6 or better for me right now. Like, I'm very close to getting over 10.5. I'm like 10.478, something like that right now. Just need a little more, another good character, and then I'll be there. Ooh, speaking of characters I love Morningstar. I think she's awesome. Like, her build-up is annoying. I'll give you that. I mean, it takes depends how your synergies are up, but 3 or 4 fights to get her up to 5 souls. But once she has 5 souls, oh man, she just is out of control good. So much fun to play. And so yeah, I wouldn't mind, like, if I pulled a rank 4 to 5 Geminos Mystic, I'd strongly consider her as that champion, just because she's so much fun. And she's one of those champions where the difference between like rank 4 and rank 5 is significant. Like, she really starts putting out the huge damage when she's rank 5. And so yeah, she's definitely a beast. Wish her prestige was better. And unfortunately, she's a good defender, but not nearly as relevant in today's game. Just a little too many counters, but still reasonable. I mean, above average. So Spider-Gwen is the one I'm probably most considering now taking to rank 5 if it's like a prestige rank up. I like her for defense, and I like her slow mechanic. I think that's really, really cool. I was watching, as I said, Season's video on Neymar, and he had like a 4-star fighting Neymar, and she did really well. I'm not sure if it's some way she was using her slow utility, but it was pretty cool. who do you think is the best female? Yeah, I think Archie's right. There's a lot of them that are really cool, like Diablo, Proxima here, Ghost, Quake. I'm not a very big Quake fan. I just really struggle playing her. I mean, we have Dap the Great in my alliance, who's just amazing. I mean, he doesn't matter, stun immune, anything. He can absolutely Quake him to death. But even like on easy fights, I get just smashed. No, Diablo's a male. He's got a big mustache and he does have big hair, but definitely a man. Gwenpool's awesome. She's definitely is a character who has become less relevant, but still, like her signature ability is so cool. Do you mean Domino? Domino. U.S. Diablo is female, so no. Domino is definitely female. She's really good. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of really good ones. Spider-Gwen there, I think is really good. I mean, definitely ranked below those other characters. Proxima is really good. Also sort of the same thing. A notch below a lot of the other characters. No. Oh, did I? Maybe. Oh, I said it? Okay, I might have said it. Sorry. Maybe I meant Dominoes there. Oh, sorry. I get all confused with chat. So, Digby was saying Diablo is female, not asking me that question. I definitely meant Dominoes. Yeah. That's okay. Now I understand it. As we learned in my alliance chat, well, every day we learn it how I'm relatively, I don't know what the right English word is. It's not gullible because that means you easily fall for jokes. It's I just always miss like the obvious. So someone posted they just missed. So was it One Punch Man just missed the grind. He was like 154 in the Ebony Mall arena, and so I was like, how much did you put up? And he put up the screenshot that said 154. And of course, right next to that was his score, and and everyone was making fun of me in chat. They're like, it's right there. And yeah, it's what happens. I just, I don't know. I tend to just not quite see everything sometimes. In For Loki, must be good. It's funny, I don't feel good, to be honest, Archie. I feel like, I mean, I have a big roster just because I've spent a lot of money and played this game for a long time. But, yeah, I really feel like of the 30 players in there, I might be like number 29 or 30 of my skill. I mean, I have a great time and it's super fun, and for the most part, it seems like they like me there, and I have a good time with them. But yeah, I don't know. I don't feel that skilled. I think I'm a good, solid, like average player. You know, play the game a lot. Generally, I can clear my my paths without too much trouble in war. Bottom dreaming. Yeah, so our leader, Taters, came up with this power rating. This whole, like, he was trying to do, that's this thing in baseball where you use, like logic to analyze how good things are that are a little, like, different type of characteristics. And so he did this for Loki, and he had this whole system, and Dreamin came up on top. I think I was, like, bottom third. Might have been 7th or 8th in my battle group, but Dreamin won one season with the battle rating. No, B-Man is not the leader. So Taters, B-Man, he stepped down probably a season ago now. He just wanted to be a little more relaxed. I mean, I'm sure he still does lots of things for the Alliance, but Taters, London Taters is the what you call it, the leader. Jorge, yeah, I don't know. Dreamin, he's definitely like he's definitely the bad guy of the MCOC world in many ways. I like him a lot. I think he's really awesome. So he and I are sharing a house for Comic-Con. New York Comic-Con. There's about 5 of us now, or 6 of us now, who are in a house together. Heisenberg's one of them. Heisenberg, it's funny, he's in a different battle group, and I remember watching his videos. I actually haven't seen him play for a long time. Like, the people I see play a lot are Dreamin, because I watch the stream. Dap is really good. Art of Chaos is in my battle group. He seems to clear really well. Taters is really good. Taters always takes really hard fights. Sure, I think who else is in my battle group. Brett is super solid. Boy, this last war, he was on a bachelor party and he was so drunk all the time. He kept on like drunk blind chattiness, and I was sure he was going to absolutely die. He was, you could just tell. He showed us pictures of all the drinking he was doing. I was like, oh god, he's going to die and not finish Alliance Quest, but he made it. What I do, Archie, I almost always go for 13 mil just to get the 2,000 5-star shards and the 200 6-star shards. So my goal is to try to open as many feature 6-star crystals as I can in this round. The 6-star pool this time seems amazing. I mean, I made a list the other day, and of the 24 crystals, there's 15 that would be, or 15 options I'd be happy with of the 24. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a great, and even after that, there's actually only one character I really would be upset to get, and that's Yandu, because I already have him as a dupe 6-star. I mean, every other character in there, there's something I would like out of him. Like, if I got Rocky Raccoon, at least there'd be a Guardian, which I don't have, and a new champion. I mean, so even like the really bad results, same with Spider-Man Classic would be a new champion. So, yeah, so that's the goal, and that's, you know, the little trickle of getting 206 stars. Actually, I guess it's 400 shards twice a week. That's not bad, you know. 10 times, that's 4,000, and that's about how long I have. It's 67 days till this crystal ends, and then, you know, I'll get them other ways, you know, duping 5-star crystals, a monthly event quest. How about a 6-star Doc Ock? Already have them. I can't remember about the dupe ability. I don't think the dupe ability really adds too much, but that's how much I don't know about Doc Ock. Just know it has something to do with his research abilities, how he can use them, because maybe without the dupe. Now we can go, let's finish up, and then we'll go read, and almost done with my rank 4 5-stars, and then we'll go open up these crystals and see. Maybe we'll play the Cavalier Crystal game tonight. So I open up a Cavalier Crystal, and if I get a 3-star, I stop. If I get a 4-star, I'll open another one. I haven't decided what happens if I get a 5-star. Open 2 more. If I get a 6-star, I'll open 10, something like that. We have to figure out a way this game works. I don't have that many units, so Ghost is better. Not as good as Starkey. Yeah, it's true. Starkey isn't a 6-star. Oh, he'd be amazing as a 6-star. Starkey, I've always claimed he's my favorite character. I still think I would stick to that claim. You know, in war, I use a team of, I usually run path, something on the right side, like either 7, 8, or 9, and the rest is path 7. And so I use Void, Starkey, and Vision, and I love all 3 of those characters. I mean, as a team, they're amazing. One, they actually have pretty reasonable synergies. Void and Vision have a nice synergy together. And then, yeah, there goes your Doc Ock. And then Spider-Man's just so good for some fights. I love his poise. I love the way he hits hard. I love his evade mechanic against specials. And then Void, of course. Void just has crazy utility against any champion of the region. Just totally turns it around on them. So, yep, there's a lot of them. Yeah, that team is awesome. I like them all so much. I feel like they're sort of outdated. I've literally been using them for like 6 seasons, but they still do the trick. I mean, I still, you know, I get a pretty hard fight. A lot of times people are putting Domino on that node was 31, but it works pretty well. Hello, hello PP. Welcome to the stream tonight. Just doing some arena, and soon we'll open up some map 7 crystals. Really want that tier 5 basic. Never can get enough of that. Tier 5 basic and some big. My mic a bit low? Okay, I'll turn it up. Yeah, I think I was playing around with it the other day and adjusted it. Let me just finish this fight. I was trying to rebalance it with the music. I noticed when I was making a video recently that trying to get the music levels and the voice levels right, I want to do a little bit better with that. You know, it's hard because you want people to hear the music but not be too loud and all these things. I'll just pop up my mic just a little bit. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's not as high as it normally is. Let's see. Okay. So tell me if it's too loud. It looks a little in the yellow then. When they add 7 stars, do you think... That's a good question, DJ. Yeah, I know. I guess I have to make them smaller. I was thinking about that too the other day, but I remember the game when. Oh, thanks, Sohal. I remember the game when, we sort of were at the same point with 5 stars. So I must say, 6 stars is moving quicker than 5 stars, where you maybe get one like once every month or 2 months. Actually, it's even worse. I feel like every 3 months when I started playing this game, like it was so rare to get a 5 star. It was so momentous when you spun one, um, and then they became more frequent. But now, yeah, I'd say 7 stars is still a really long way away. I would say I'd say 2020 we'll go get our first rank 3 6 star. Remember, they can go up to rank 5, and so that's 2020. I'd say 2022 would be the earliest we get 5 stars. Took your Havoc to rank 5 on Duped with a variant 2 gem. What's a good node for him on defense? You know where I see him? I see him 2 places. Well, I see him as the boss. I think he's amazing at the boss because the counters for him are pretty tricky. Like, I fought him on 41, which actually was a good placement on 41, which is the, no, it was the 42. It's 42, it's the one with the arc overload. So it took my vision basically like almost the entire 3 minutes to kill him, but I did. And then I fought him as the boss, and I got him down to like 40%. So Vision's a great matchup for him, but because he keeps a power drain, which gets away all that weird mechanic. And so you can usually outlast, but again, I don't set the defense for Loki, so I don't really pretend to know too well about good defensive placements. Hey, Heisenberg and Dubes. Hello, Dubes. You got a good laugh at me tonight, Dubes. I was telling everyone on the stream how I felt like an idiot when I was trying to figure out what score One Man Punch put up in the arena. That was a classic Enzo moment, as Dreamer would say. What do you think you would need to rank 3 at 6 star? Well, I think we already know. I think you'll need you need 2 of the tier 5 class crystals. I actually don't know what the rest of the things are. I bet you could find a picture out there because some people have rank 2s already. I don't. And then of course you can go to the upgrade button. Maybe Heisenberg or Dubes will tell us. I'm sure they know. Hello, Derek. Welcome to the stream. And have you decided on stable versus unstable? I haven't. I think unstable to me sounds... No, stable sounds better, to be honest. I'm trying to think what I want. He didn't realize either. Yeah, I could tell, dudes. I could tell you were really amused by it all. I'm so glad Dreamin' didn't see it, though. Dreamin' would have given me no end of grief about it. I realized, too, once you said it, I was like, oh my god, I'm so foolish. But, yeah, it's... As I said, as I was saying earlier in the stream, I just always seem to do these things. I can't, again, think of the English word, but sometimes don't quite think about everything or watch everything, not that observant. Oh, is it just one? Oh, okay. Whew, that's much better then. But even so, one's going to take a long time to get. I would guess like one tier 5 class catalyst. So if it takes 3, so you probably need 5 of the basic and maybe like 10 tier 2 alpha. Oh, so that's probably pretty big, the requirements. And so yeah, it's again gonna be a while. And I think tier 5 basic, I forgot, you can't hit into his block. Tier 5 basic I think are going to be the slowest part of it, because of course the other resources you can get relatively easy. Like, if I want to get 5 tier 5 basic, I could do that in 2 months, I think, between Alliance, Quest, and War, and Glory, and all those things. So that's reasonable. Same with the tier 2 alpha, that comes in relatively frequently. But yeah, tier 2 class Catalyst is going to be the killer. And that sort of was the way it was, even when I was ranking up rank 5, 4 stars when I was first playing the game. I mean, that was always the holdup, is getting... What did you need? You need 3, I think, 3 of the tier 5 class catalysts, and you just get them so infrequently. I wasn't in Alliance high enough to get the crystals, so basically when offers came along, where every now and then in an event you'd get one, And I remember spinning those and just, you just pray, be like, oh, please, a mystic, please. And, it'd be 1 in 6 chance. Um, ooh, you've sent me a favorite glitch. There's some good glitches going on right now. I was actually in war fighting. Maybe it was last time. I was fighting Modok on node 38, and he did the thing where he just stops. And it's so funny. And so he just totally stops and sits there, and my character's sitting there. And so I just wanted to see how long. And after about 30 seconds, I was getting worried about timing out. I mean, we weren't going seriously in war, so it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but still, it was a pretty, yeah, it's pretty amusing. Just the way he just sits there, and you just stand there, and nothing happens. Oh, I can't wait for my buffed Colossus. I have him as rank 4. I just hope he has something really cool. Just want one really cool mechanic. I'm trying to think what would be the coolest mechanic to have right now. So I think there's a couple of characters that have mechanics against unblockables, but I think if you gave him a super strong, when he's in block, nothing can get through his block, even unblockables. I think that alone, if you gave him one really cool thing like that, that alone would make him worth it. I mean, then he might actually be worth taking into war against various fights, or I don't know, but no attack is unblockable would be a great feature. And then you can almost keep a little more damage, maybe keep him relatively the same, but just one really special power would do it, I think, as far as him being also a really interesting champion. But we'll see. They've done a pretty good job with buffs. I mean, both She-Hulk and Spider-Gwen, I think, have become much more relevant now, which is awesome. As I said, I really like Spider-Gwen. If I wasn't looking for prestige, I would consider ranking her up. I also think that, of course, Venom is good. Is that who I just play with Juggernaut? Venom's really good. I don't know too much about Karnak. Yeah, I know Sohal. That's interesting because I've read that. I've never actually really seen it successfully done. It just, yeah, I don't know. I guess the two things I don't like is, one, I don't like that you have to wait to get that, and then the second part is I really wish there's some type of speaking of Mordo, we're playing right now, there's some type of designation, if you hold it, all of a sudden a little icon comes up, because I'd be so worried about knowing if I had it or not. But it's true, he does have that. But it'd be great again if you gave it to Colossus without any any wait time. So it happened to me using Iron Man's. Ah, that's awesome. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I see. You're right. That's probably a good place to use it against Iron Man Infinity War, because he does often throw that SB1 that's unblockable. So, it's really cool. Yeah, I just never have seen it. Oh my God, did you see that bleed? That's crazy. So what did you say, PP? I'd like Colossus synergy with Storm. That would work like the Flaming Trinity. That would be interesting. Yeah, I realized the other day it's Thing and Human Torch have a cool synergy, much like that, PP. I didn't even realize it. I was just playing. What was I playing? Like a Fantastic Four event or something, and I guess Thing gets fire or incinerate damage, and he actually has the fire. What's called the fire icon with him. And I was like, what's going on? I was playing with Thing, and there's fire coming from the sky, and then all of a sudden I realized, it must be the synergy with Human Torch, and yeah, it's really awesome to see. Let's see, I'm anxious, waiting to pull Colossus 5-star. Seems like everyone pulls them very quickly. I have Mutant 3 to 4, yeah, that's what I had too. Yeah, I agree. I sort of did mine early just because, I really had nothing else to use it on. And I figured it might as well be good to get the arena points because, I'm not worried about waiting for Wolverine to come as a 5-star or anything else, because if he really eventually comes as a 5-star and I think he's awesome, I'll just rank him up. I just will use tier 5 basic or tier 4 basic. I'm not too worried about having to save for the resources for the future. But again, I'm sort of in the envious position where, again, buying a lot of offers, playing for a high-end alliance, I have a lot of those resources. The glitch you sent through in line. Oh, okay, DJ, I see it. I'll take a look at it. Ooh, synergy with magic. That's true. They should. I think they have some synergy. I know because they're brother and sister. But yeah, it would be awesome. You know, I read the comics a lot too. There's something that he and Wolverine had, which was called the fastball special, and that's where he would take Wolverine and just throw him through the air at the opponent. And that was like a big part of the comic. It was like sort of iconic, where like every other issue there'd be like fastball special. So maybe if you had an amazing what you call it with Wolverine, some type of synergy where he would throw him. Or not, I guess you couldn't do that. It'd be cool. So if you had Wolverine on your team, and your SB3 would become this fastball special. That would they might have, Derek. Yeah, I'm sure it was so iconic. I'm sure they would do it just to like like for all the people who read comics like myself, sort of have them reminisce about those. Okay, 3 Greater Glory. I always open these up. I never save them. See, I remember the day when these first came out. I'd be like, oh, please give me this catalyst. I was always so desperate for Tier 4 class catalyst. Okay, it wasn't very exciting. Actually, I have no idea what I wanted. I think the only thing I have is like I have a lot of Cosmic and Mystic. Man, look at all these gold crystals. I can't wait for some more appreciation. Just gonna have so much gold. Let's see, where is the map 5? We do map 6 first. We got 16 of these. So really just want lots of Tier 2 alpha fragments. That's always sort of, and same with the basic. Don't want your offer. I wonder if that's a fully formed. I never know. I wish they would sort of show you before they just get it. 7,000, that's pretty good. 9,000 Tier 4 basic. That seems pretty fair. I feel like 7,000 is a lot for these crystals. 10,000 seems awesome. Oh, there it is. So maybe that actually was a fully formed class catalyst. Good. That seems pretty good for those. Not bad. 16 of those. It's already out. You might have to restart the game. What were we talking about? It's already out. Can't remember. Let's see. The last ones are now on map 7 crystals. 22 of these. So we need to get Tier 5 basic. So I don't know how many weeks of Alliance Quest we've had, but let's say we've had 10. So 8 of the 10 I've gotten Tier 5 basic. Oh, so, yeah, I already got them. I got the Summer Appreciation Worlds earlier today on the stream. Okay, come on, Tier 5 basic. We'll just go pop 10, Tier 5 basic, Tier 5 basic. Catalyst formed. Not looking so good. Come on, Tier. Oh, yeah. Whew, okay. I always feel so relieved when I do them and I get them right away because then I don't have to worry. 2,000 is super average. I mean, I almost. So of those 8 times I've gotten Tier 5 basic, I'd say 6 of them I've gotten 2,000, and then once I got 8,000, which is crazy. Maybe another time 4,000. So yeah, just love Tier 5 basic. It's my resource I'm most hungry for in the game right now. What'd you get, DJ, from your 4-star? Did you get anything decent? Let's open 10 more. Come on, more Tier 5 basic. Let's be greedy. Oh yeah, I just saw 4,000. Oh man, I'm so psyched. And a fully formed crystal. She's probably just from shards. That's some good haul. Look at all this stuff. Again, it might just be crystals, but 4,000 is so nice. 11,000 Tier 4, Tier 2 alpha. So good. Oh no, dude. See, I know. I remember you saying that you haven't gotten. Wow, you've had that many weeks without nothing at all. I mean, again, I feel like I've been pretty good about at least getting some. It's been rare. 2 times of all the Alliance quests we've had since we've run map 7 have I not gotten Tier 5 basic. Oh yeah, sorry, Dubes. I feel so guilty now. 6,000 Tier 5 basic though. Oh, makes me so happy. That's a great chunk right there. Okay. That was good. That was a really good lucky opening. Just a lot of good materials. Let's see. Anything else we need to... Oh, Dreamers joined the battle group. So I always want to win MVP when we have empty maps. I don't know why. It's just dumb. Just because I never win MVP anytime. Yeah, nothing too interesting. Okay, we'll open up 1 Cavalier Crystal. Let's play the Cavalier Crystal game. So the Cavalier Crystal game is... We will... 3-star we stop. 4-star we will get another one. 5-star we'll get 2 more. 6-star we'll get 10. So okay, here's one. Let's see. Will we play on or will we stop? trying to think what I'd want. Ninth, I really want my Phoenix dupe. Phoenix 5-star dupe. Of course, I need 6-star. Ooh, it's really laggy. Oh my god. I don't know if it's like this on the stream, but it's skipping horribly. Okay, let's pop it. That's really unsatisfying the way it's spinning. And seeing the first one's going to be up, and that's the end of this. Yeah, a 3-star group. That is, if anything tells you to stop, it is a 3-star group. So, okay, fine. Well, to be honest, I'm not too excited to open up many of these anyway. Oh man, Derek, I want a Phoenix dupe so much. She would be my next rank up just for prestige. I don't have a dupe. I'm actually considering using an Awakening Gem Honor, to be honest, just because I want to get my prestige up, and I'm never going to use that Awakening Gem, I feel, on anyone. But yeah, it'd be a hard thing to use her on. Let's go move in Alliance War. I might just do a little more uncollected. It's just one past midnight here, so I need to go to bed pretty soon. There it is. I'm path 1 now, so unless someone comes in and snakes my path, which they might, because I'm going to go to bed and basically not use any energy for the next 6 hours. If someone takes my path, and I won't get MVP, which would be sad. Oh, that you got 6-star Venom Duck. Ah, I remember seeing. That's right, dudes. You pulled him. Yeah, congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, it seems like such a perfect character that has a 6-star. Like, really doesn't need to dupe, and just fights really well right out of the box. Yeah, I really want to see someone just absolutely crush with them. Like, I know Brian talks about them a lot, and a couple of other people, but I haven't really seen it's used and explained. That I guess I have seen the explanations, just the way they ramp up everything. I just want to see it just used and see how well it is. Maybe it'd be a really good Act 6 champion. I mean, it would have been great in variant, just because it's extra large. 6-star Domino or Venom Duck, yeah, both are great champions without a doubt. I mean, both work really well without suicide, without their signature ability, and are fun to play. So, no doubt. Okay, let's just do, maybe we'll just do 1 energy's worth of uncollected, and then that might do it for the night. Just like to try to get through this. I don't know, what is better? I think selling, like I noticed in the store today that you could sell your these things. So, I mean, I don't want to run like tier 1 or whatever it is, heroic Atlantean Rift, so I think I would sell it to get these 5,000. Seems to make the most sense, but nice. Yeah, I can imagine he's good at dungeon, yeah, because then you get that build up. Yeah, that's he seems like a really cool champion. He's really fun to play at. The Venom the Duck. He's one of these many champions I feel like are good, solid, like him, Aegon, maybe even Cole. They're all like really good champions that have come out recently. And so I think, if you had any one of those, you'd be pretty psyched just to have a good damage dealing champion you can sort of just romp through various quests on. The regen is huge in Venom the Duck though. Like when I've played him, I've noticed that, right at the start of the fight, so if you can get, like, let's say you can get a regen and a power gain pretty quick, and then right at the start of the fight, since those buffs are active, if you use your heavier special, you get those put into your banks, and so it seems like you can build up things incredibly quick doing that too, and then all of a sudden, like, 3 fights later, you have all 10 buffs, and it's just crazily strong. So let's see here. I guess my question is, like, let's say I had 5 buffs, so I can only store 3 at a time. So how would it choose? So right at the start of the fight, if you have 5 buffs, how would it choose which of the 3 would store? Because I think you only store, 3 per fight. That's my only Venom the Duck question these days. Who's featured in Arena? It is Doctor Strange, which is really exciting. Again, I would love to go for him. I just don't have enough time to grind. Like, this week was crazy busy for me. I don't really feel like grinding this weekend, to be honest. I need to go out and exercise. So I want to, like, sit at home all day and play the video game. But maybe next week I'll go. We'll see how high it goes for. If it's not like too crazy, I would consider. But even 30 million, that takes a lot of effort to put up 30 million. I mean, it still means I'm playing like a lot and really going through my entire roster, which is 2 hours worth of work. Does Mega Red Tentacles attack? Okay. It doesn't yet. If anyone knows the answer to any MCOC questions, Dubes, him and Cam, they're the watchers of the game. That's from the Marvel comic book. These people who know everything. And that was my 4-star. Who was your 4-star? Oh, was it Doc Strange? I used to love Doc Strange. I mean, again, even pre 12.0, I must admit, like there's sort of these like 5 god tier champs, of which he was one of them. Like both him and Thor, I thought were alright. I was definitely much more like a Vision Scarlet, not Vision. Who was that character? Wolverine Scarlet Witch guy myself. Like that's who I mostly played with in those days. Them and Captain America World War II. Like I mean, he had that good regen, but I didn't like the way he had to sort of like cycle through those various states of his. And it seemed like every time I got to the regen state, like the other character would just block for the 12 seconds he was in that state. So I'd be like, great, I got one hit in and got back to like 100 points, and that was it. So oh no, the reflector popped out again, boy. It's not been a very good night. Sorry, let me just switch it around and turn the reflector back on. The screen's gonna be totally frozen for a minute. It's the second time it's quit. Usually it's done pretty well. So yeah, when I do, I want to do a Legends run of 6.2, and I want to live stream it. And I guess it's okay. Oh, that's right. Maybe Ghosts is the problem there. Ghost is the ghost of the machine affecting. Oops, no, I just hit. Oh my god, everything's going crazy. Keep on. We hit the wrong button. I mean, even if it happens, it's such a long Legends run. I mean, like for the 30 seconds it will take to restart the reflector, I guess it'd be okay. I guess I'd like to know what the cutoff was of the last Legends run. I know Pete and Dreamin' did it really quick. Oh, nice, DJ. Oh yeah, it's so smart to get her. She's I definitely would get her if she was in the 4-star arena. So they were like 7 hours. I know I'm not gonna be that quick. I think I'd be more in like the 10-hour range, which I would hope. So assuming it took them like 7 hours, I think it would probably take me 10 hours, because I just maybe feel like that's my skill compared to them. And so if it did take me 10 hours, I guess I'm curious if that would get me the title or not, if I was that much slower. Because they were pretty high for the title. I figure if I got it, I would be right around the bottom. So if it's top 100, I guess my goal would be like the 80, 90 to sneak in there at the end. But some of me just thinks it's longevity. Like, it's like being able to commit to like playing straight for 9 or 10 hours. Not that many people are going to do it. And I don't think not that many people are going to have. I mean, you have to have a pretty strong roster. So yeah, I think between the longevity, like having to actually do a 10-hour marathon, and having the roster good enough, that sort of actually limits the pool of people enough that maybe if you can just complete it, you're seeing a reasonable chance of getting Legends. So that's sort of my theory, and I want to try it. So I probably will go for a Legends run on 6.2, and probably will live stream it just for fun too. Can't imagine what a 10-hour stream is like. Oh, just got beaten in the face. I actually think it'll motivate me to do it more, just because hopefully people will pop in and out and say hello. And I guess I'm just a touch worried that, I like streaming and talking and looking at the chat. I'm a little worried that I might slow everything down. And, I don't know. I just don't want, like if I missed it by 10 minutes because I spent 10 minutes extra chatting and looking at chat and restart my reflector, I would feel pretty foolish. But who knows? I guess it's worth doing. They weren't even. Yeah, that's what I thought, Dubes. Someone that got in over the course of a few days. Yeah, exactly. That's sort of my plan, Dubes, to be quite honest. So I'm figuring that again, just to do it, it requires so much commitment that, and an endgame roster, that I might be able to do it just because of that. Have PPL on call. What does that mean? So how? It's PPL. Oh, people on call. Oh, that's right. No, okay, never mind. Now I totally get what you mean. Yeah, that'd be super cool if that happened. Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that. I want to do, but I just don't have enough time. I have a lot of work to do today and tomorrow, and so I can't really grind much. Just like what I wake up in the morning and do, um, and then also, Saturday and Sunday. I just don't want to have to play a lot of arena. I really want to go out and exercise, go for a nice like long bike ride one day. I really like Strange though. I think he's awesome, to be honest, and he has a great synergy. Like he synergizes with Cole, Proxima, and who's the other one? And Corvus Glaive. So if you had like those three on a team together and Doctor Strange, you just get so much cool synergies. Oh my god, beaten. This guy seems like he's typing really quick. So yeah, that'd be awesome to have that synergy team. But yeah, it's I don't know, just yeah, too much work for me in arena. I really have to be motivated to go for arena because even him, I would want to put up 40 million, and that definitely means I have to be committed to like just a big grind. Yeah, no, I totally now understand what you meant. I've never encouraged anyone to do arena. No, I totally got what you mean. That's funny. Oh, I was like shocked. It's like, what? Want me to get people to do arena for me? No, you're right. That would be super cool. Oh, 34 seconds? I guess we can wait. Okay, let's kill 29 seconds. Yeah, it'd be so much fun to have people on call who were just stopping by, reading chat, entertaining me as I went through it. I don't know if I can convince anyone to do it. I guess I'd have to like maybe see if people in frLoki would do it and set up a little schedule. It'd be super fun. That'd make the stream really good. Okay. We gotta kill, was it 5 minutes here? What shall we do for 5 minutes? And then that will be the end of the stream tonight. These crystals are such bad value. I mean, my game is so slow right now. Can't even like push to see what happened. Like I would never buy a feature Grandmaster crystal because there's no 6-star chance. I mean, imagine, because you're paying 300, you can't even get a 6-star, and the rates are terrible too compared to like the Cavalier crystal. You think they would because there is a 6-star Doctor Strange. Why didn't they just make this like a featured Grandmaster Cavalier as opposed to this now? You think that would be how you make a lot of money? Because if there's a 6-star, I definitely would invest 300 in a couple of tries just to see what would happen. Anything else we can open up while we're waiting? Let's open up perhaps some of these premium crystals. Why not? Might as well open them up and see what we're getting, see if we can get a 4-star out of them. Boy, look how it's just really slow tonight. I'm not sure if it's because of my iPad and having lots of other apps open, or if it's the game. Hopefully the game. Okay. Nothing exciting. Lots of 2-stars. Let's try. I sort of want to try playing with an unblockable. It's Mordo. That'd be sort of fun to do while I'm just waiting around for my energy to get one more. Or is it 2? No, I think it's 3. Maybe it's 2 will get me over one spot. Oh man, this lag is terrible right now. So that's reason enough to stop. I hate it when this thing gets laggy again. I think it's because I have too many other apps open, to be honest. Like when my iPad has lots of apps open, it definitely slows everything down, especially if I have like was it Spotify and YouTube open on it. So let's see what. Oh man, so slow, killing me. This is why I'm worried about never being able to do a Legends run. Oh, okay, good, perfect. Took 2 energy. Hooray! You can do this fight and then call it a night. Ooh, I should just call Obsidian, but I want to go with Ghost. Need to practice with Ghost. Need to have her ready for that Legends run. Okay, that's good to know, dudes, because I'm always getting like upset on my iPad when it's doing that. thinking it's its fault. Oh man, he dodged it. I'm gonna lose my fury. No. Oh, I think I didn't get in time. I hate the defensive. Oh, and then I totally missed. That's why I gotta get better is intercepting the combo. Okay. I sort of took a risk to. Oh man, I gotta hit him so I can give him a phase and get rid of all those things. That's sort of ugly. Okay, let's see if the SP2 can take care of everything. Boy, crazy. Ghost is so crazy. Such a crazy character. I'm so happy I have her 6-star. One day when she's ranked 3 as a 6-star, and she's just going to dominate the game. Oh, I mean, Jorge, yeah, it's crazy. Like when I watch his war videos or his war live streams, actually doesn't do war live streams. I mean, yeah, it's just effortless. It's like, oh, I'll just do this, 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 this. And so many other little subtleties he knows, like when to use a special, or when to use a heavy. Yeah, it's just, he just is, yeah, I mean, the master of Ghost by far. And yeah, crazily good. Okay, everyone. Well, it's been a good stream tonight. Really excited about getting all that tier 5 basic out of my map 7 crystals. And other than that, yeah, thanks for joining me just for a little uncollected and some arena. And I should be on tomorrow night. I should be on this weekend. And yeah, hope to see you all there. So this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki. Wishing everyone a bonne soirée, guten Abend, and good night.